What's going on, guys? Chase on Two Wheels here, and obviously we are on a 2020 MT-03 from the guys over at Yamaha. Today, we are going to be talking about the top 5 good things about the MT-03. And don't worry, we understand the world is not full of only good things, sunshine, and rainbows. We understand that there are negative sides of this motorcycle, and because of that, we got our buddy Yamaha talking about the top 5 bad things about this motorcycle. Now, before I hit this vehicle, let me get in front of you. So guys, we're doing a collaboration with Yamaha. He's going to talk about the top bad things. I'm going to talk about the top 5 good things. So after you watch this video, down below will be a link to his video. Go check that video out if you want to find out the top bad things. But don't worry, we're positive here. Let's get into the good things.
First thing we have to hit on is the MT-03's price. This is where Yamaha really gets to flex because of how popular their R3 is, which is the bike the MT-03 is based on. They're able to offer it at a pretty ridiculous price of $4,599. That's $400 cheaper than the R3, which sits at an MSRP of $4,999. If we compare the MT-03 to its direct competitors, we see that the Z400 and the CB300R both sit up at the R3 price point. You aren't going to find a more cost-effective bike from the big four that sits in this small naked segment. This idea of offering a low cost of entry option for new riders to get into the Yamaha brand and hopefully stick with them is, I think, the way Yamaha's getting away with offering this bike for such a low cost while still giving you a really good value and a really good put together motorcycle.
And guys, next up is freaking handling. Because of the MT-03's lightweight, this thing is so freaking simple to move around the road. Where that's really going to help you out is in turns and stuff, even if you're in town. We're in town, or right outside of town, but we found a little bit of a curvy road, and it is effortless to just send this thing into a turn. Now, I'm not going to hit you guys or anything like that, but that lightweight is going to really help you out on a long ride day where you're doing some twisties, because it doesn't take a lot to move this thing around. I can't even feel the weight of this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, main point, handling on the MT-03 is absolutely easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next point. Oh man, I have to do a U-turn. I'm so glad that I have a super light motorcycle that I can do U-turns with. That would have been a lot harder to do on an MT-10, just saying.
Next up, let's talk about looks. Now, first off, gotta be honest, the headlight on the MT-03 isn't my favorite. From some angles, I like it. From others, I don't. But at the end of the day, that's subjective. The reason we're adding looks is because Yamaha was able to carry all of their design language from the MT-03 line all the way down to the entry-level model. Yamaha's been great at this in the past with all of the R line matching. I think that's a great way to really lock riders into a line because odds are, if you enjoy the looks of the MT-03, you'll most likely like the looks of the MT-07 and MT-09. We all know the MT-10 looks like a bug-eyed Decepticon, and trust me, I say that very lovingly, but looks on that bike aren't for everybody. Back to the MT-03 though, it's got it all. The upright body position, comfortable handlebar placement, exposed engine, minimal headlight, slim tail section. Someone that doesn't know bikes would see this and have no idea it wasn't the same type bike as the other MTs.
Alright guys, next up is engine. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, engine on a 300, that's a negative. It could be if you're an experienced rider, but if you're not an experienced rider, a 300 sized engine is actually a good thing. When you're a new rider, this throttle, your hand doesn't have that muscle memory of like knowing if I give it this much throttle, I'll go this fast. And something that happened to my wife when she was learning to ride, if you go on a motorcycle that actually has a decent amount of torque, that torque throws you back. which means you're having fun. But if you don't know what's going on, you get thrown back, your hand throttles forward, and now you get into some weird feedback loop of the motorcycle's throwing you back with all the torque, and you're giving it more throttle, giving yourself more torque. Bro, it can get terrifying. It's actually kind of hilarious. I'll see if I have footage of my wife doing it. I don't think I do, but if I do, it's great. But having a bike with low amounts of torque means I can just send it. And don't worry, just because I sent it doesn't mean I'm getting in trouble because I don't have a ton of torque that I have to manage as a rider. So, low torque can be a good thing. But for you experienced guys like me, torque's fun.
And finally, guys, we got to hit on the ease of use factor with the MT-03. I first really noticed this while I was reviewing the R3, but there is something really special about a motorcycle that's just easy to ride. And I was really excited to see that the MT-03 kept that same easy to ride nature that the R3 has. If you look at the controls, there's not a ton there. No modes you have to figure out, the engine's ideal for easy riding, and the lightweight of the bike makes it an amazing motorcycle to just walk up to, turn the key on, and ride off. Once you get going, its maneuverability doesn't tire you out, and even if you get stuck in traffic, the engine doesn't really get hot, which doesn't make it uncomfortable regardless of the type of riding you're doing. Overall, the best way I can say this is that the MT-03 is just easy to ride, and that's not something you should just write off. A bike that's easier to ride is a bike you're going to ride more often. And guys, that's it for the top 5 good things about the MT-03. If you guys enjoyed this style video, make sure to drop us a like on this video so that way we know if we should make more of them. And don't forget, go check out YamiNoob's top 5 bad things about the MT-03 so that way you can get a more well-rounded idea of what this motorcycle is all about. If you guys are interested in winning motorcycles and you want to support the channel more, make sure to go check out our Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage show. We're currently rebuilding a CBR 300, 600, and 1000 that we will be giving away once we are done. I'll be leaving a link down below in the description if you want to check it out and find out how you can win one of those 3 motorcycles. Anyways, guys, I'm Chaseontwowheels. Thanks for riding around with me today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Outro crew, let us know which one of the top 5 things we brought up was your favorite, or if we missed one, let us know what we should have included. Later, guys.